Hi everyone, I'm MaryAnn, visual artist and voice coach from Singapore, currently in Singapore, and welcome to day 22 of my 100-day vlog project. So this is a daily vlog where I share my learnings from my journey so far as an artist, as a human, going through life, pursuing my dreams, following my passion, personal growth and evolution, and facing fears and coming out of comfort zone and things like that. So if you have questions relating to any of these or about the creative process and the artist's journey, feel free to ask them in the comments, or you can directly message me through any of my social media links which are in the write-ups attached to these videos. So yesterday I shared about how nothing that you have done in your life is a waste. That 4 years you spent in college is not a waste. The 6 years you spend in an unfulfilling relationship is not a waste either. And I believe that the choices that we make in our life along the way, even though it might seem like it's a mistake, it's an opportunity for you to learn something. Not just learning what not to do next time, but also learning more about yourself and discovering more about yourself, such that you can make better choices for yourself next time. So I want to be clear, that I don't think there's really any good or bad choices per se. I think what really matters is what is good for you versus what is not good for you. And that is a very personal thing that only you can decide what that is. Like nobody else can tell you what's good for you and what's not good for you. Unless of course there's someone that who really really knows you very 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 well, and are perceptive enough to actually guide you in figuring these things out. But otherwise, ultimately at the end of the day, only you can decide what is really good for you and what is best for you. Yesterday I shared about how if you look back on your journey in retrospect and reflect upon it, you can find clues, you can find patterns, you can find different cycles, I guess, of how you have made your decisions before and how it has led you on this trajectory of your life. So hindsight is always valuable when it comes to figuring out what you're gonna do next. So what you're going to do next is a little bit more tricky, right? Because we have no way of predicting what's going to happen in the future. We can only decide that we're going to do this and hope for the best, basically, or hope that it would work out the way we anticipate it. So as human beings, we are creatures of comfort. Even the most adventurous of us have a comfort zone. And one of the things we are really attached to is the expected outcome that we want. We want to know that if I choose this, I'm gonna get this thing that I want. Like nobody goes into a relationship, a serious relationship, thinking that it's gonna end in divorce someday, or that they might be widowed someday. Nobody goes into a job thinking that I'm gonna quit in 2 years. Unless that is what you're doing. But what I'm saying is that everything that we do is an investment of our time and of our energy and of our resources, right? And because it's an investment, the choice that we make as to what to invest in becomes very important. But yet at the same time, we this is where we struggle with making the right decision, because we don't know what's going to happen. We can only determine what is the best case scenario, and invest whatever we have in that, where invest in the area that we can get the highest returns, basically. Okay, I'm not a business person, so this might not be the best analogy for me to talk about, but I'm trying, okay? So the question then is, how do you know what is the right decision to make for yourself? Because we can't know for sure. So recently, before I started doing this 100-day vlog, I was going through a period of trying to figure out what to do with myself, because right now, October just started. So last month and this month I was supposed to be in Finland doing a 2-month-long artist residency and painting another dream tree, to which will be the 9th one that would add to my goal of painting 100 of them around the world. So this is my long-term mural project, which is like my dream project basically. And because that was my original plan when this year started, and then with the whole unforeseen virus and the whole pandemic and everything going on lockdown and all the travel restrictions, I decided not to go this year and to postpone it. But then that left me with, okay, what am I supposed to do with myself now? Because I didn't exactly have a similar project of a similar magnitude that could, you know, make me feel like I am using my time and resources in the same way that I would have if I had gone to paint my dream trees. So I was talking to a friend about this, you know, and I was like going through this, I guess, a list of things that I could do, but I wasn't really sure which one to do that could make me feel that, you know, sense of fulfillment and meaning and purpose in my life. And he shared with me a bit of his own journey and his own learning. So he's someone from a very different country than Singapore, from a very different background from me. And, you know, growing up, I guess, you know, because he grew up in a very different background and with a different perspective, you know, he sees things kind of in a different way. So he's someone who did what he had to do in order to develop himself, and, you know, in order to earn money and to save up money so that he could basically uproot his entire life and come to Singapore and start a life here and to start building a life here for himself. And he did this all pretty much on his own, right? And so he's very resourceful, he's very creative, and he's an artist too. So I guess that's why I value his opinions and perspective a little bit more than than I would for other people. So what he shared with me recently was that, you know, how he has made his decisions in terms of choosing what is next for him. He always chose what he felt was the best thing for him right now. So what is the best thing for you right now? And at that point in time when he shared this with me, immediately the answer that came to me was, okay, you got to do this blog thing because you have been putting it off for months, maybe even years, and it's time to just buckle up and just, you know, suck up whatever fears you have and stop being a chicken, you know, person and just do it. Yeah, so it was time for me to just stop avoiding doing this blog project and to just do it. So, you know, what is that thing that is best for you right now? What do you feel is best for you right now? If you feel, you know, this is a great time for you to level up your skill set, then yeah, by all means go look up courses, you know, to do that. If you feel that right now is the best time for you to start, you know, building more friendships, you know, getting to know more people, keeping in touch with loved ones who are overseas, you know, that's what you do right now. There's no, I guess what I'm saying, you know, is there's no right or wrong answer. There's only what you feel is best, and then the next thing after that is when you decide what that thing is, you just gotta do it. You just have to, you know, suck up whatever fears you have and whatever hesitations you have and put them aside and just go for it. Because part of this journey also is it's only when you actually make a decision, it's only when you take that step forward that you can start seeing the next step and the next step and the next step. But if you are stuck trying to make a decision and if you are in a dilemma for the longest time, what is the next best thing for you? Which is the best thing that you can do for yourself right now out of all these options that you have? Choose that one, start taking action, and see what happens. And then you choose the next best thing after that. So, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel on YouTube or like my Facebook page, wherever you're watching this on, and ask your questions in the comments or directly message me, and I will see you tomorrow.